Hello and good evening, my supreme lovelies. As promised last night, I would like to present to you, for your information and entertainment, a review of a book that I have just finished. And tonight it is this bad boy, Wandering Wild by the amazing Australian authoress Lynette Noni. So here we go. Wandering Wild, as you can see, is beautifully presented. It's one of the most attractive books I think I've ever seen. It's got pink edges, which is colour coordinated with the front and the back cover. And in fact, if you have a close look, spoiler alert, it even matches the colour of one of the principal characters' hair. But anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. Wandering Wild by Lynette Noni is a tropey, fun-filled and drama-packed young adult love story, populated by intelligent characters who are haunted by their own sets of personal tragedies that will never really heal because they are buried within their respective psyches. The two main characters are, firstly, Hollywood bad boy actor Xander Roon, who is facing career cancellation after being involved in a horrific DUI accident. The story's second principal character is a young girl called Charlie Hart, who is dealing with the recent death of her mother and is also helping her BFF Ember fight cancer. Xander also has a BFF named Maddox, who was indirectly related to the cause of Xander's recent traffic accident. Xander's agent sets up a reality TV survival event in order to save his career, which ties Charlie to Xander for 4 days in the Blue Mountains in New South Wales, Australia. Despite Xander's best efforts, it's clear that Charlie is simply going through the motions of the event, but circumstances change in unexpected ways, which certainly don't hold the story back from moving forward. Once the tale gets going, we find our heroes battling the elements in order to reach a rendezvous point in order for them to return to civilization as they know it. And the associated action scenes leading up to that are highly entertaining and suspenseful, but they are also way too short. The book in its own right is only 359 pages in length and could have benefited greatly by having an extra pages, 100 pages, to make it truly epic. As it was, the plot felt rushed and corny and a little too convenient. But that's just my opinion, obviously. The ending, however, it must be said, is a work of art. Emotional, beautifully written, just like the whole book. It's a shame it had to end. I deliberately slowed down in the final chapters and even began rereading paragraphs in order to keep the immersion alive. But like they say in the classics, all good things must come to an end. And Wandering Wilds by Lynette Noni is good. It's just not great. So having said all that, I award this book, this fab young adult love story, a very excellent 4 stars out of 5. But I have an extra bonus for you for watching this review and staying here this long. I would like to present to you my list of the 3 best young adult love stories that I've ever read in my life. So number 3, I'm sure you've heard of it, is the fab Twilight Saga by Stephanie Meyer. I actually haven't read this particular edition of the box set because I read all the back covers. And of course I had to buy this when it came out because I was a bit of a fan. I think I've read the entire series like twice. But I don't have the 6th book in the matching white cover, which is annoying. And I'm not going to buy the box set again for all 6 books just to get the 6th book in white. So when I buy the 6th book, I'll have to put up with the black cover and pretend that it's white. Anywho, so that's my 3rd favourite young adult love story that I've ever read. Distant 3rd, to be honest, after this book here. And coming in number 2 is, surprise, surprise, Wandering Wild by Lynette Noni. That was, as I just said, I'm not going to waste time talking about it because I've just spoken about it. And my all-time favourite young adult love story, This Will Shock You, by the world-famous crime writer James Patterson. It's just called First Love, and this book is truly heartbreaking. I read it the first time and I cried ugly, and then 12 months later I read it again and the same thing happened. Seriously, I'll never forget how it ended, and I'm hesitant to read it again because of the emotional impact it has on me. But anywho, this is easily the best thing I think he's ever written. And I don't know if it was co-authored or he wrote it himself. Yes, he must have. He did co-write it with somebody else. Emily, I'm reading it backwards, Raymond. But that's highly recommended if you like young adult Love stories. See, I'm mumbling now. I'm getting all excited. Anywho, that's my review video of this brand new Australian release, which is truly excellent. So highly recommended. Jump into your local library or buy the book if you can, or read it on Kindle or digital Kobo, e-reader, whatever you want. But it's fably fab, well worth the effort. Like I said, 4 stars out of 5 for Wandering Wild by Lynette Noni. Thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.